Hi there, guys. It's Crystal here with Art It Out, and I'm here with a flip through, and not just any flip through. This is the flip through of I think everybody needs to see because this is what a journal looks like. That is just where you make yourself art, where you just put it in there, and it doesn't cost it much. This I got at Walmart for $3. They even have a bigger one. It was under $3. This one was the bigger one was closer to $3. It's ridiculously cheap. So, you don't need money for expensive journal. In fact, I challenge you, get you a cheap one if you're used to not playing in them and you're buying those expensive ones. Get you one like this that's only $2, or just use something that's trash, you know. But there is something to say with you work with a lot of thicker acrylics and stuff, you kind of need a little bit more than certain things. This worked out beautifully for a sit down. I could throw whatever I wanted at it, and I didn't care. So, let's get into it, right, guys? As you see, I left the cover alone because I wanted to share and show that it's just a cheapie, guys. Anybody can, anybody can come up with $3, under $3. Once again, I started October 2018, and today I finished it, and it is 4/29. So, 6 months. And you guys know me, I have other journals going on. These are mainly my art daily pieces. And what I mean by that is just that. Art daily. I have to art daily, or my depression creeps up on me even faster, quicker. Or when I'm in my depression, I really have to make myself art because it helps me get that out of me. So yes. This was just breaking some pages. This was the first one. I've glued 2 together. I wanted to see if I needed to do 3 or 2 glued together, and I did 2 pages through this book. And it is, you guys see it, it's not very bowed at all. And I threw some stuff at it because I wanted to make sure that it held up. And it did beautifully. So, this was actually a prompt for, I think, one of ours and Art It Out. I just can't remember which one. And I didn't write it down. So, bad day, art therapy. There is a lot there, guys. I don't know how much you guys are. I've got it set close as possible, so I'm gonna move it over just a tinge though, closer in that certain. There's so much down here, guys, that really, if you look at it, it's not too thick, but there are so many layers of paint and writing and stamping and oil pastels. It's been sprayed because I didn't want the oil pastel to come off, so. Daily art play. I can tell you that was a bad day just by looking at it. And a lot of these have watercolors, and I've used watercolors on here. This is lots of. This was a mood board inspiration. It's the first one I did. I think this was supposed to be the texture of the bark or something. I don't know. It's very pretty though. Second time using Jane's eyeshadow pan pastel set. Sometimes it was like that. This was some personal things talking about what was going on with me. I was getting really anxious. I mean, I was really having issues, and I remember this day. And then it took my hubby a good couple hours to get me to get to me again. This was a using up page. I kind of used it for just scraps and pretties, and I just kind of built it over time and played with the new deco art track on there. God Almighty, what we going to do? What we gonna do? I like that. This is the type of, for me, that is like a diary or journal. I don't write down what I ate for friggin' breakfast. I don't write down that I went out with 50 people this month, or I had this or this meeting or that meeting, or how much I weigh or what I'm watching or anything like that. I'm not into that. I don't have friends. You guys know. You guys are my friends and art family, and I'm not a busy person. I'm very much a homebody. Don't like people. I'm in the house. So this type is very much you can tell what my days are. Every day. A lot of these are literally make myself. I remember this one. And what I started with was like, and once I started, I just went with it, guys. Tape transfer on there. That says Wonders of a Witch. I wish we had field vision because this bad boy has a lot of texture on. I was just trying new color and play. And there was actually some writing and things in the background, but I liked how it ended. That made me happy. As long as your insides sing, that's how you know your page is done, guys. Or you get that, ah, you know? Another mood board inspired page. In pain and needing to art. So a quick page is born is what I wrote. I remember that day too. It's funny, I can look at these and remember what I was doing with it. But I can't remember 3 days ago what I ate for supper. What was 3 days ago? Yeah, it would take too long for me to figure that out. Isn't that bad? I did the brewery's holiday challenge, so there's quite a few of my daily pages that I worked on in that. Winter Feast. This is a good size too. It's not too small, so you can use a lot of those images. But it's not huge where it's too much. For a daily page, for me, I do bigger daily pages too, because sometimes I'm just in that mood, but never forget where you come from. Tape transfer. I love this. The whole way that turned out, looking at it, ugh, I love it. Some collage. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. I got that stamp and a couple others for Christmas, so I wanted to try them out. And this is all ink, guys. Ink spray, watercolor ink sprays, ink. So there's a lot of water on that page. And you can see it's not bad at all. I was needing to art and I was getting impatient, so I would, put it aside, let it dry. The only one thing with the crackle paste that I use, well, any crackle paste, you guys gotta let them air dry. You can do it with your heat tool, but you're not going to get the cracking that you get if you let it air dry. And the one that I use is really, it dries really quick. I'm pleasantly happy and I will continue to buy this. It's the Crackle Paste Deco Art Medium. I think I got that through Amazon for like $8 or $9. Or, yeah, 8, I think. Daily art. More crackle. I love how this turned out. Super pretty. Embrace the weirdness. Playing with new stamp and daily page. Daily art page. This has so much. That was actually one of the first pages I did in there. My first continual drawing. And I wrote what pen it was because I was trying different things out. And then on the back of that, I put another one, because I didn't use a lot of paint and stuff, so I could do on the front and back. And I'm sure I could do front and back, because I think there's 1 or 2 in there that I did do front and back on both. And it would still hold up quick, but I like writing about it, that, Second one, third, and it tells what I use and things like that. It's just a daily art therapy page. Crazy is as crazy does. I not love that one. It doesn't make me feel good because I know what I was feeling when I was doing it. So just a daily art using the new that set of watercolors I got from Target, that neon set for like $2, I think is what it was. Yeah. they're so bright, and that's completely water, and it's great. I got a lot of the hashtag everything circles, I think is what it is, yeah. And I was trying some new paint colors. One of my stamps I did. The daily art page. See, sometimes I literally, guys, this did not take me very long at all when I first started it. And I started out with I put a blob down here. And then I started that, and I was like, ugh. And then, I just went. It didn't take that long. I had one color. That's one color, black. That's it. You don't have to be at your desk for hours at a time. You don't have to do that to do art journaling. This is another everything circle prop. And that was playing with a new set of Sharpies I got. Highlighter Sharpie things. I was playing around with. Daily art play. This is just fantastic. I just sprayed and sprayed and I seen it and just made a page out. I love it. It's so fun and cute. And if I wouldn't have just sat down and this was a made myself, guys. This was make myself. Go in here like at midnight before I go to bed because I just can pull myself to do it. Just some play. Another everything circles. I think this is gorgeous. It's so pretty. Simple can be pretty and fun. Freedom is a state of mind. Tired of cleaning and organizing art area. All I have in me. This one was a more recent one. You guys seen it. I shared it in the group and on Instagram. So fun. Circle one, and I made these. That was actually I made my own with rubber band and these cardboard pieces. Image trains, full crackle face and inks, which is limited edition. This is gorgeous. I have fun with this. It took me, it's one I worked on for a few days because I love making pages like this, but for when I'm needing to really art to get it out of me, to make me feel better, this type of page isn't going to do it because it took me to do the image transfer. It took a while, one day basically. And then I did this part was image transfer too. That took another, later that day. And then the crackle paste took another day to dry, So those type, but it's fun and it's pretty and I still enjoyed it and it was still part of my daily art, so fun. This is the last page. This is the one I just did this evening. And it's for the Circles Everywhere Challenge. And that's on Instagram. I love this. It's so fun. And it's all washi tape, guys. My Dowdy washi tape and some Freeze modeling paste, I think is what it's called. Dimensional modeling paste type of stuff. And through a stencil and my free handwriting. Some fun. It plays with your eyes and I love it. More watercolor play with or watercolor markers, I think is what that one is. And I gotta glue these down. Everything challenge, circle challenge. This is a daily art page. It took me 3 days to complete it. It's because I was really sick. Those 3 days I did like one day. I remember this too. I have actually several pages in here that took more than a day. This is one of them that took more than a day. This was a fun one. I just love when they're different and quirky, No plain old pretty ones. I like the weird ones. Bad, bad day is what that one was. And there's a lot of just glue, a little paint. And that's it. That's it. Finished. I actually thought about now that being over to put a cover on it, but I don't think so. I'm going to keep it as a reminder to see, you know, it's always seeing and telling is two different things. I can tell everybody that, you know, this cheap journal and show them, but if they see it, it's more of an impact. And I want it to be an impact because I don't want to hear, I can't afford a journal, I can't afford this, I can't do that. Or you see all these fabulous artists out there that go, you know, has taken courses and they went to school for it and they're just, oh my god, phenomenal. That's great, and we all get better. I wasn't this good, if you call what I do is good, before I've been doing this now going on 4 years, and I still have it where I look at stuff and go, wow. But I can also now look at it and go, ooh, I know how hard that was. Man, they got the talent. Look at it more so. So that's great. But I think it's great to see just another person like you, me, share what I do to hopefully get you a little kick in the booty to either start arting more or jump in and do it if you've been wanting to do it, or you haven't, you've hit that block. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me today and going through this fun flip through. Happiness to you. Go make a mess and art it out, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!